As much as I do like to get into a pointless confrontation with Fukuyama, I still have to follow her advice. It's very reasonable, to the point of being annoying. Much like every piece of advice she gave, actually. But in the end, the all turned out helpful. Maybe even saved my life. Fukuyama herself rushed to help as soon as he called. Would I have done the same for her? Would I have done that for anyone? I'm thinking about it as I try to swallow my breakfast. I can't taste anything. I mean, close to death experiences are supposed to sharpen the appetite for life, aren't they? Water should taste like wine, and so on. I give my rubber-like omelette a wistful look. I'm sorry, but I can tell you're clearly not Ambrosia. I push my plate away with a sigh and shiver under the blanket. The front door is still not back in place. I draped several blankets over the entrance, but they do little good. A bracing chill roams the house. Guess I'm struggling with the fact that I'm stuck in this situation. I still find myself in the middle of something pretty terrible. It's just set on pause. I just can't wait to get this over with. Speaking of which, where on earth is Fukuyama? The sun is already high above when the familiar clanking of heels is heard in the hallway. For real though, did you smash my door down just so you could roam around here whenever you please? If I said no, you wouldn't believe me, would you? Not a chance. Well, there you have it. Aren't you glad to see me though? I'm ecstatic. You took so long to get ready. I didn't know if you were coming at all. Does your exorcism prep routine involve visiting a beauty salon or something? I'll take that as a compliment. But actually no, I just took a little nap, and my exquisite beauty is innate. A little nap? My whole house is going to plunge into the ghost world in a minute now, and you're taking a nap! What a great defender of the people you are! My Yasunori, if your selfishness were a mountain, our town would become a tourist hotspot. Need I remind you that I was up most of the night because of you? Besides, I'll need my strength tonight. Tonight? You mean to exercise? Well, the evil? If we're lucky. And if we aren't, that very evil will wake up and take action. I think it would want a little revenge for the last night. I believe you failed to befriend each other, right? Well, that's your choice, and its consequences for you, Yasunori. For once in your life, you could have been less of a stubborn ram and quietly moved out. And you could stop talking about things you know nothing about. Having a day of missed opportunities here, aren't we, Fukuyama? What are you talking about? It's not about me being stubborn. This house. Even if I had other options, I couldn't just leave. This is my aunt's house. She didn't turn her back on me when everyone else did. She allowed me to live here, and no matter what happens, I am responsible for this house. I see. Of course, everything that's going on here. I wasn't ready for this. And I know that this isn't really your problem. So if you want to leave, don't be ridiculous, Yasunori. Do you think I'd waste a chance to deal with the cursed house in my town? I was thinking of blackmailing you into selling this property. But since you don't own it, the only option is getting rid of the curse. Blackmailing?! Wait, is there clan yakuza or something? That is for your own good. I did think you could appreciate my candor a bit more. How can I be frank with you if you start yelling after every word? I don't get a chance to tell Fukuyama what I think of her and her candor. Fukuyama's phone rings. It turns out my new front door arrived. Fukuyama exchanges a few words with the workers and then eagerly drags me up the stairs. Hey! That's gonna be their work, sure. Does everybody in the town know what to do? Of course. I run errands for my father at the family sawmill. It's mostly paperwork and bills. No, I mean the creepy part. The one where you spy on girls and break into houses in the middle of the night. Oh, that. My family does everything required of us, but we try to keep it out of the limelight whenever possible. Not that it's a secret. We're a small town. It's hard to keep secrets here. It's just that people feel safer if they think they don't need protection. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, you said you wanted to look around the house, right? What exactly are we looking for? I don't know yet. Huh? What do you mean? I'll know when I see it. Rin starts counting on her fingers. The house can itself be the curse's focus. In this case, I'm afraid we don't have many options. Which means we'll have to burn it down. Whoa there! No setting fire to private property! Do you really value your life so little? I told you, once the curse awakens, there's no hiding from it. The only way is destroying the source. Ah! Is Fukuyama cray-cray enough to actually set my house on fire? This won't do! Should I call my aunt and explain everything to her? Well, more like, try to explain something at least? But what? And how? A week ago, I wouldn't have believed a word of it myself. Oh! Okay, I really do hope it won't come to that. Yeah. Fire is dangerous. Always. Yes. Even though it's still cold outside, it can easily get out of control and spread to our houses. Can you please pretend to have sympathy for me? You? You absolutely have my sympathy. I mean it. Please trust me. I can't! That's the problem! Anyway, that's one option. The second option is that there are cursed objects hidden somewhere in the house. Those themselves are far more dangerous than a cursed place. Their magic is reactive. Reactive? What does that mean? Well, if you disturb a cursed place, sooner or later the ghosts will have you. And if you disturb a cursed object, it's basically the same. But first, your arm will shrivel off. Well, might not be the arm. What if I've already disturbed the cursed object in here? I don't think so. You didn't break any walls, did you? No. Didn't take the floor apart? Didn't look for stashes in the ceiling? That is much. You should be fine then. Your arm will stay with you. For now. Why did you have to say this? Anyway. Or ignore me. Unless the caster has a reason to harm random people who can carry the curse far away from it where it originated, the cursed objects will be well hidden. Wait, does it mean you're going to tear down the walls and rip up the floorboards? If necessary, yes. Is there an option where you don't wreck the house? How about walking around with a witching rod or something? Or maybe try that magical vision of yours. Suddenly, Rin is right beside me. Very close. Almost touching. I think I see sparks flickering in the dark depths of her eyes. Listen, if you're going to teach me how to... Okay, I'll keep quiet. Sorry. I really didn't mean anything. Rin looks at me for a long seconds. She has a strange expression on her face that I find hard to understand. She seems angry, but I don't want to get my hands dirty if possible. But here's the problem. I don't know what kind of magic your ancestors practiced. Specific spells, rituals. There's no use asking you about it, is there? I frantically shake my head. I don't know anything. I thought so. Are you sure they really, did magic? Well, I don't know. Are you sure I must have tried to climb through your window? Yeah. Who do you have thought my ancestors could be some kind of hillbilly witch doctors? Do you know anything specific about what my ancestors did? Yes, but not much. Yasunori clan had a close connection to Yaka. Yaka? They're also called field foxes. It's a type of kitsune. A bad type, so to speak. Extra bad. Huh? Are you okay, Yasunori? Yeah? You look quite pale. Nothing. It's okay. It's just that, the kitsune really exist. I thought they were pure fiction. They are. Nowadays, they are nothing but mere fiction. But at some point, they were the wives that roamed the earth, living among humans that were no more than playthings to Yako. Gradually, we managed to get rid of them. Yet, off the beaten path, away from the attention of powerful exorcists, they held out for a long time. Just a couple hundred years ago, there was a large kitsune nest in our forest, just outside the town. Those were the ones that Yasunori bonded with, probably through some kind of pact. Foxes love pacts. Really? Rin shrugs her shoulders. That's what my family chronicle says. The dates are not very accurate, but the overall picture is clear. And why would the Yasunori want a pact with the foxes? I'm more interested in why would the foxes want a pact with the Yasunori. As for the Yasunori, the motives are pretty obvious. Eh? Or are they not? Okay, I should have probably gotten used to this by now. Basically, power and money. Foxes have powerful magic, especially when it comes to causing harm. You want a neighbor's crop to fill so you could sell your own at an exorbitant price? There you have it. Or maybe you want a stiff neighbor turn pliable. Just set your house on fire with some Yaka magic. I feel stifled. Did my ancestors do such things? And am I really? That sounds awful. Yeah. Anyway, the Yasunori were not very popular with their neighbors. I think now you can understand why. You don't understand, right? Just give me a break, will you, Fukuyama? I'm trying to! Well now, I didn't think it was so bad! I didn't know anything about this! Part of my family's history! I feel sorry. So very, very sorry. And with all of this being true, how could I? Rin touches my shoulder. Hey, you may be a Yasunori, but you weren't here when all this happened. You are only responsible for what you're doing right now. That's strange coming from a girl who keeps talking about your family's honor and responsibilities. This is different! But thank you, Fukuyama. You're welcome, Yasunori. Okay. Maybe now you'll be whining a little less. I am not Yasunori! My name is June. Just June? Yes! Okay, just June. I guess you'll have to call me Rin then. And you'll also have to move the furniture, or we won't be able to find anything. It's hopelessly dusty in here, and I refuse to lay a finger on anything in this room. My, do you ever clean up? Hey! You've actually been doing nothing but scrubbing yourselves from top to bottom since I moved in. Too bad. You should try harder then. Have a little respect for someone else's property. I still haven't set it on fire. This is enough. Anyway, it's time to cut the small talk. Get to work! Yes, ma'am. Let's try here. How about here? Behind the closet? I'm going to die. Go ahead. Think of it as an exercise. Just look at your sides. My sides are fine! They sure are. Now move the closet. Eek! Spiders! It's not remove this abomination immediately! That's the fearless Yuri afraid of little spiders? Sorry, you wouldn't dare! You're making a big mistake! I'm warning you! I forbid you! Look how cute you are! Ah! We go from room to room, and, well, in short, we turn everything upside down. I try to keep things tight as much as I can, but Rin's destructive potential is really impressive. Several hours pass like that. We find nothing strange. I'm so tired. You don't say. It's terrible. You didn't do anything! I was thinking! Intellectual work is exhausting. Why don't we switch jobs? I'll be pointing at random heavy objects, and you'll be dragging them back and forth! Absolutely not. Is it getting dark or am I blacking out? We still haven't found anything. Rin's expression darkens. Seems like we'll have to tear down the walls after all. No way around it. We had to make it through the night. Tomorrow I'll call it a vote. Ah! The sound of crashing wood is almost deafening. Rin is flailing her arms. Rin! Rin is awkwardly balancing on one leg. How? The other one disappeared calf deep into the floor. Oh, she kicked into the... Okay. It's okay. I felt septic in this direction. Look, there really is something here. Rin bends down to the hole in the floor and then pulls out something rectangular, covered in an even coat of dust. Jesus. A book? I get closer, making sure not to touch it. I mean, I still need my hands. Maybe you should have been the one moving the cabinets after all. The floor doesn't collapse under me at the very least. Did you see something? Nothing. Then moves to a safer patch of the floor again, it was terrifying. And that person told us to lose some weight, and some weight. And now look what happened. She's slowly flipping through the pages with a very focused look on her face. What is it? I don't know yet. But maybe we won't have to take the house apart. I need to study this finding closely. Can I see it? No. It may be dangerous. I sense there's something wrong here. Just leave it to me. Chances are, this is just what we were looking for. The book looks very old. I mean, I do like to take a peek, but I guess it really can be dangerous. And dangerous items are better left to the professionals. I've been into much contact with the beyond lately. Okay. But isn't it dangerous to grab such things with your bare hands like that? Oh? Are you worried about me? Not at all! Babaka! I just want you to accidentally release some demons from centuries of imprisonment! I have enough problems here as it is. What do you think I am, Yasunori? I don't do anything accidentally. Oh, really? So it was your plan to get caught staring at my windows? You're a great tactician. This is completely different! Stop annoying me, Yasunori! I'm June. Okay, Yasunori. Fine, just don't start whining, June. So, are you sure it's okay to look at the book just like that? This must be some kind of grimoire, right? A grimoire? No, it's... well, no. Don't worry, I know how to handle these things. They're all dangerous to the untrained commoners. Sounds like porn. Okay, if you say so. What are we going to do next? Well, I think we should have a proper meal. I don't know about you, but I'm starving. What? A meal? Now! Can you see where the sun is? Because I can't! This means it'll be night soon! The great darkness is coming! Hungry monsters will rise from their dead graves and drag me to the cold and mess with their lukewarm. Yasunori, you're overdoing it. We're doomed! She doesn't even hear me calling her Yasunori. Hello, Arjun. Do you copy? You're right. Night is coming, which means we're going to need our strength. There's no use panicking. We should do our best and prepare to face the evil. I don't fight on an empty stomach. Are you ready to lose your only protector? I guess you're right. A hot meal would be really nice. Great. I hope at least your kitchen doesn't look like a dusty mess. Just because you didn't have the time to make it one.